But actually, it kind of works out because in the middle of me thinking that I was recording, my wife started cooking and made so much noise. I got so distracted. So, I guess this works out. You can just start over. It's a lot dumber than I thought. This whole thing is a lot dumber than I thought. It starts off with us talking about World of Warships. Because he's asking me what I'm doing. I was like, I'm playing World of Warships. It's made by the same people who make World of Tanks. And I, by what he's talking, can hear what he's trying to say. And I'm trying to explain to him that this game is different from World of Tanks. That this is more like chess. World of Tanks is more like it's an active shooting game. You even spawn in I think if World of Tanks is like the War Thunder version, you spawn. This is nothing like that. This is like playing the game Battleship sometimes. It's all strategy. You even know where people spawn at, but you don't know who is there. So you don't know if you're on the strong side or the weak side, whether or not you should push or hold or back off. You don't know that. Those are three options, by the way. You can either push, hold your position, or back off. If both of you are matched, and if you're a battleship and both of you are matched, you hold your position. If you're in a cruiser and you're overmatched, that they defeat you easily, you turn to back off. If you are in a destroyer and you have a battleship and a radar cruiser behind you, you push in. This is you're strong. Um, an example for each of those. World of Tanks is not like that. The game, no, that game is closer to John Wicking it around. This game, you have to think of both yourself and your allies and what they're gonna do. Like I've been playing right now to John Wick it with the Dallas because Dallas is my John Wick ship. But if I'm playing something like the Kid, I'm looking at my team. I want to know what they're doing. If I'm playing my Atlanta, I don't care about what my team is doing. I'm sitting behind a rock. This is my rock. I'm protecting my rock. I try to pick a rock that works well for the ship, which is an issue because it doesn't always give me the best positioning. Regardless of that, going back to this, anyways, so we start talking.
Thing was that low profile. Mistaken, and you didn't call me a cunt. So and then you.
Okay.
I think it's about the same company. I'm not sure. Anyway, hope you're well and everything.
So I stay quiet because I think it's the same company. I don't really care. I want to talk to him about what we were originally talking about. He knows I want to talk to him about the nootropic thing. Because that's what I've been wanting to talk to him about. The person who brought up the low profile tire thing was me. Remember I dangled it in front of him and he took the bait. And now that he's got his mouth on the hook, he won't let go of the hook. And today, he gets cooked. I have a video that I posted on that conversation video. It's by Walter Lewis, a professor of physics. He shows that regardless of the size of the cylinder, Doesn't matter if you change the circumference. The moment of inertia, the moment it starts moving,
Enemy force detected.
it's the same. So the circumference of an object does not have anything to do with whether it's going to go faster or not. In fact, if you put a circumference too large on a car specifically, it will stop functioning well enough. That's why those cars with really huge rims, they are exaggerated. That's why it's better to get the steel rims, the ones that are really hard in the middle and have not much on the outside. Those are better than those really fancy looking ones that have the really thin spokes. Yeah, the thin spokes have all the weight on the outside, so the moment of inertia for that is much worse. So is it higher moment of inertia? See, I'm not a physics student. I'm not a physics professor. I say the words. I don't know if it would be higher or lower, but what I do know is that it's a different moment of inertia from one that is oh shit, he sees me. Now see you. You gotta be very careful in Atlanta. You're so delicate. But there's a reason for it. It's like anyone plays League of Legends. Ash is still around. This is what Ash was. Bow and arrow. Constantly shooting, doing no damage. Until eventually you go, wait a minute. Where's my health? You're going this way. My apologies, Mr. Ship. Trying to deter him from coming over here. Please don't, sir. I will shoot you. Sir, please. I will shoot you. Stay back. Have a gun. Alright, going back to the video. Hoi! Oh, he's just shooting HUs at me. I'm fine. This man is a fool. He will get burned down for the fool that he is. Thank you.
Main turret critically damaged. Main turret critically damaged.
Ah, keep reminding myself I gotta get back to the video.
Enemy cruiser detected. Problem solved, sir. Much obliged. Ricevuto.
¿Ese pinche puto? Yeah, these Italians be cursing in Spanish. Yep, the Frenchman agreed. He said affirmative. You can't take my cat. America says no. No. Come here. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This isn't how I go down. Okay, that was how I went down. But you went down too. Ah, that was tough. Holding that defense. I'm thinking I should have backed off more. I knew we were going to get pinned down. No, I shouldn't have backed off. I should have gotten closer to this. Shit, yeah. Yeah, yeah. See, I thought he would be behind that fast enough, but nope. I should have gotten closer to this. But it's alright. I'm pretty sure my team got this. Alright, back to the video. Oh, it's a kid, of course. That ship's a legend. It does not belong in this tier.
No, I really think you misunderstand me, man. Because
See, and that seemed honest. I think you misunderstand me. Maybe I am. Let's find out.
my whole thing about the aspect ratio, right?
His whole thing about the aspect ratio, but then something happens. He says the word right, and it's like you forgot what he was just saying. So remember, his whole thing about the aspect ratio is...
Screw the nicotine for now. I'll look into that.
Okay, so let's shelve the nicotine thing for now. He'll look into it later.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about that. Well,
Right. He's look at that. What a genuine person. He doesn't know about that. Let's shelve the nicotine thing for later. It was in the forefront of his head. He's like, oh yeah, let's just shelve the nicotine thing for later. So, as he was saying, the one thing he knows about the aspect ratio of a tire is
that previously, in my original post,
that previously on his original post was...
It's funny
now how
certain parts of the establishment are accepting the nicotine, isn't it?
accepting the nicotine thing. Okay, so he's still talking about the nicotine thing. Transactional analysis is very interesting stuff. One of them is when a person's playing gimmick and a switch up. Those two things are very important here, because that's what he's doing right now. Oh, how do I know? Well, you'll hear it. He says, the only thing I know about the aspect ratio of a tire is... He's starting it up. He's going to tell it. And then, boom. Drops in the information about the nicotine thing, about the argument. Opens the door to the argument, and then tries to shut it behind him. This way, if I mention anything about the nicotine thing, he can say, whoa, I said shelve it, man. We'll talk about that later. Listen to how reasonable I'm being. That's another ploy too. Listen to how reasonable I'm being. Tone of voice. Oh my gosh. It's It's a cruel thing when you hear it, because it's like, are they echoing it, or is this coming from them? Because either it's been done to them, or they like to do it to others.
And what was it that I wrote to that?
So, to avoid that little gimmick and thing, much like in a court of law when you have a prosecutor and a defendant, someone brings in a piece of evidence, they're like, this is evidence, the other person can now use it against them. So, when you're talking to someone like this, narcissist, malignant, or someone who doesn't know that they're like this, doesn't matter, someone who's taking these actions, all you have to do is use that door that they open before they shut it. So if he wants to mention what he wrote, immediately ask, okay, so what did I write? I don't recall. Interesting that he says, I don't recall. He doesn't say I don't remember. He says I don't recall. Very interesting thing about language. This is more subjective than anything, but when someone says words that they usually don't, you're probably lying. Just pointing that out there. They're trying to manipulate more specifically. So he said he doesn't recall. I took him for his word. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure you do remember what I wrote in response to it, but you just don't want to care. So let's pretend he doesn't remember. That means he didn't actually care to read it before he even came into this conversation with me. What were we talking about in the first place? What I wrote to him was, what are you talking about? Where do you get your information from? I went over this in the video yesterday at the very beginning. Oh my gosh, 4 fucking hours of video. Oh, I reviewed it all right. I made sure that my information was was correct throughout the video, and it was. I did a good review, held up a mirror and everything. So here we go. I'm going through this, and I'm listening to it, and it sounds a lot like he started the conversation about one thing, switched it up to talk about the other thing, and as soon as he, opened that door, boop, I went in. Sounds to me like I'm doing my thing right here. Let's see where this goes, because he says he does not remember what I wrote. So, he does not remember what I wrote. Huh.
Well, I recall, and I even posted it on the chat, and I even posted what I wrote.
Mm-hmm. Because as I showed in the other video, I posted this entire chat log. I read it out. I even explained each photo, where they are. It's a bit ridiculous that this person is telling me an alternate reality of what I've seen. Very, very strange. I know I've posted it. I went through it. Huh. Not a gaslight though. Not a gaslight according to me, but let's keep going.
So what I wrote down to that was, where, who, what are you talking about?
I'm paraphrasing. I'm not saying full sentences. I'm paraphrasing what I wrote. But he doesn't want to paraphrase, no. He wants the exact wording of what I wrote. Sounds a bit pedantic, but, whatever.
In the establishment. And then you said, I'm going to look into it. Oh my gosh. I didn't write those exact words. I didn't write those words verbatim. But I did ask you for your proof. Like, where did you get your information from? Is the gist of what I was asking. And you told me, Google Scholar, to which I said, I can't find anything on there. What are you talking about?
So, he opened the door. I ain't letting him cement a version of reality that isn't there. I recite from memory the conversations that we had. I don't know how accurate that was. I would have to go through it one more time. But I ain't doing no more 5-hour video for this shit. Like I said, that's the last one. No more after this. I've invited him in here. No. You're back there, Batang. French. Careful, Buki. Yeah, we need to help him. No, I cannot. I lied. Oh. Mexico. Oh, café de Mexico. Back to the video.
So then you called me a cunt. So.
And here go the word games. As I went over yesterday. He didn't directly call me a cunt. Again, he's being pedantic. This is sophistry. I didn't directly call you a cunt. But if I say he indirectly called me a cunt, now we're playing semantics. Because then he can call me paranoid and seeing into things. Even though someone else thought he called them a cunt. That's funny. It's like, his behavior is just so putrid that it accidentally hits other people. Alright. Easy dodge. My god. Okay. Okay. Time to Fubuki on out of here. Don't do it. Okay. Gotta reassess the battlefield. There's gonna be a ship coming to my right. Gotta protect that side. Get these rocks to protect me from New Mexico while I protect B and help the other ship. Yep, he needs help. Hopefully I can reach him in time. There's a destroyer behind him. He's gonna die. I'm not gonna reach him in time. The cruiser's gonna kill him. I need to turn around. Turn my guns the other way. Got it. Calculations. Doing the maths live. We're doing it live.
What's going on? Oh, you did, dude. I have the photos. What do you mean show you? I have the photos. I don't need to show you.
So, he's being pedantic. And he tells me to show him. Again, continuing to be pedantic. This is a gimmick. It's the swap. He says to show him. Even though I've already posted photos, like I said. I've already shown it. Does not care about that. It's nonsensical, like, arguing for no reason. It's the type of thing that you would see in high school, middle school. It's just, it's obtuse. The best word for it is it's obtuse. What reason is there for this? I can't think of any. And yet, he does it. So, whoa. 30,000 damage from 2 shells, okay. fuck, 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 fuck. What do I need to do here? What do I need to do here? He's gonna kill my ass. No, I can't hit him. When does this thing stop? Please. Please. Oh, he's a dumbass. We're good. Come on, just give me vision. Just give me vision. Artem Spider-Man 7. No, don't tell me they all hit the island. Oh, I'm so used to American ships. Oh my gosh. This is so much pain. Fuck this. Going down with it. Oh! Reverse, reverse! Yes, thank you for not starting Uranus quickly. We're good. You're good, ship. You're a good ship. I lied about you before. This ship is good ship. Oh, this ship is trash. Come on, turn. I mean, you're a great ship. You're an excellent ship. This ship is good ship. I love your ship. I would never do anything to betray you. You are a good ship. This is an excellent ship. There is no better ship than this ship. In fact, I would say that this is the best ship in the game. I believe in your ship. Because you are ship shape. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Oh, not looking. This is fine. Just 2 destroyers. Sometimes you get to have fun, and other times you get to sit still and die. That's with the engine boost? Oh my god. That's terrible. Oh, that's atrocious. That's hard. No, the Fuso requires too much thought. You gotta play that right. Oh my gosh. You have to be in motion while you shoot. This is nuts. No, thank you. I don't want to think. I just want to shoot. Alright, back to this.
You can look in the chat and scroll up to where you called me a cunt. If you want me to, I can post a photo of it, but I can't show it to you.
And again, if someone's demanding that you show them something that they literally just did to you, or something that they are doing, 2 things. Either 1, they don't know they're doing it, or 2, they know they're doing it. So, assume they don't know they're doing it. You show them. But as I went over in the chat, I already showed him, and he doesn't care. I sent him photos. Doesn't care. So that's what I'm reiterating here. Like, I can't force him to see it. It's up to him to click the image and to open it.
Autopilot mode enabled.
And he wants me to physically, like, show it to him. He's being pedantic. But then, if you take the side that he's physically trying to show it to you, then he complains that you're the one that's being pedantic. It's a double bind. There's no winning. So don't try to win. Don't play the game. Just submit your flag.
I don't even know where you live. How could I possibly show it to you?
See? Facetious.
Yeah, you want me to show
Be a
it to
joke.
you? I can't show it to you. You can look in the chat.
I think it's being ridiculous, so just make fun of the fact that it's being ridiculous.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
You could have just not called me a cunt. That would have also been helpful.
Snide remark. I shouldn't have said that.
Your excuse was I'm drunk and sleepy.
That was his excuse for calling me a shit man.
Like a really bad Alright, well, let's pretend you didn't call me a cunt. That's fine. You know what? Maybe I'm mistaken and you didn't call me a cunt, so let's forget.
So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna drop it. Because the point here is not to get into pedantic arguments over whether or not he insulted me. That's not the goal here. Stick to the goal. What's the goal? Hey. You said a thing. What's your proof for the thing you said? What are you talking about? That's the goal. In the conversation, at least. The goal here today is to review it, because that's what he said. He said that I'm being dishonest, and that I'm the one who's being, what's it called? I'm confused, and that I don't know what I'm talking about, and that I'm just, hey, I got this all wrong, man. This is all just a big old misunderstanding. It's a culture thing. I called you a shit man because that's what we say in my country. That's what we call people who we like. You should be thanking me for calling you a shit man. Yeah, I agree, I did call you a shit man. Yep. It's vile. This is the type of thing that just makes you go, why? Why are you doing this? And I had taken that the wrong way. Genuinely. I approached it the wrong way. Because I approached it like a monkey who sees someone on fire. He's like, ah, he's on fire. Oh my gosh. Monkey flailing his arms around. Oh my god, he's on fire. I should have approached it like full on Grey Rock.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
It's just so fascinated by how this even works. It's like language is a game. That's what I'm noticing. Some people just want to play games. They don't actually care about what they're saying at all.
Autopilot mode enabled.
They just want to say shit, and then when they're done saying shit, they'll say, "Oh yeah, when did I do that? Show me. Prove it." It's like, you can prove it. I can't. You want me to pull up my memory files? You want me to show you the photos that I've already shown you? Do you want me to bring up the last time that I said the exact same thing to you? That you said show me? Like, how do you want me to show you? It just doesn't make sense. I need an explanation. Some understanding. Because to me, it doesn't make sense. I can't force him to literally click on the image and see the image. There is no way for me to force him to do that. That's the only thing that he could possibly be demanding, because I've shown him the photos. He has the photos there. He knows what he wrote. He can see what he wrote. Someone else thought he was calling them a cunt because of what he wrote. It's so dumb. It's juvenile. It's like, welcome back to high school. Welcome back to middle school. Like, thank you. so disingenuous. It's rude. Intentionally being vile to someone. I don't understand the point of it. To what benefit? You know it's gonna rebound, come back and smack you in the face somehow. Because what you do to one person, like, you're doing it to them. So now that's in your head. So now that's one way that you know how someone does things like that. Because you do them. And since you do them, now you're going to assume that other people are going to do them. It's the only track of thought that people like this have. It's either I'm the one doing it or they're doing it to me. Therefore, I have to be the one doing it. Makes no sense. I don't get it. Makes no sense to me.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
And in this game, like, oh my gosh. Trying to take out Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there. What in the fucking flying over?
Enemy destroyer blown up. The enemy team has taken the lead.
Trying to soak damage from my team. Saipan can take it. I believe in you, Saipan.
The enemy is about to win.
No! Here we go. 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 Something wrong with me. Something wrong with me. One, something's got to give. Two, something's got to give. Three, something's got to give. Rah! The body hit the floor. The body hit the floor. Nope. Nobody hit the floor tonight. Oh, got one. Oh, I can't fly into that with this. Oh my gosh, Anna John Bart. One, something's wrong. Two, three, four. One, something's two. No, I can't fly over there. The John Bart's gonna shred my planes by the time I get over there. Oh, I could look for the carrier. Like, what is that? Is that the black? That's the black. What?
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Like, ow.
I owe you one.
I love that guy. Oh, that black player. I love you, Mr. Black. So much AA range. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see in an ally. Something that pisses off the carriers. No. To the corner of the map I go.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck and fair seas.
Yeah, we done, boy. Whew. That's a tough match. That's a tough match. I gotta do my video. This is taking longer. Well, it's not gonna take that long because I'm not gonna do the whole 2 hours. At some point, it just derails, and I'm just like, so done, so done. It's like, why? Why are you doing this? Why do you keep setting yourself on fire? I got that weird thing that won't let me go. This trying to understand why people do that. Why do you think that it's a good thing for you to set yourself on fire?
Forget about that. How about the other stuff about the nootropic thing, okay?
So, he wants a win. So I give him a win. I tell him, that's fine. Maybe I was wrong about that. So you can hear him like reveling in it. I was like, oh, that's so weird.
Alright, well, let's pretend you didn't call me a cunt. That's fine. You know what? Maybe I'm mistaken and you didn't call me a cunt, so let's forget about that. How about the other stuff about the nootropic thing, okay?
He's like having an orgasm or something in the background.
Let's forget that for now. I want to finish the tire conversation.
So I bring up the nootropic thing again because that's what we originally wanted to talk about. Remember, I'm the one that dangled the tire thing. Nope, he wants to talk about the tire thing. Ah, the red herring. He wants to follow the red herring that I dangled in front of him and took the hook, line, and sinker. But as the link on the bottom of the original video I posted there shows, he is fractally wrong. He's not just wrong about the circumference thing, about the changing the tires thing. He's also wrong about the circumference thing. Changing the circumference doesn't affect how fast it's going to roll down. Its weight does, which is what I've been saying. And on top of that, if you put bigger rims on something, depending on the rim, it's going to make it slower, as Walter Lewis shows, because a moment of inertia, if you're putting more mass to the edges of a circle, that mass will take a certain amount of energy to move. And if it has mass towards the center helping it along, it's going to get down faster. But if none of the mass is in the middle to help it out, in other words, if you have really thin spokes, that mass at the end, it's going to mean a lot more. It's going to weigh a lot. It's going to affect the, it's not going to weigh a lot. It's going to affect the change in speed much more drastically. Bigger rim, more drastic change in speed. This is why they don't put 30s on cars for drag cars and stuff. What do? They put huge tires. The tires are massive, but have you seen the rims? How big they are? Oh, let's look that up. We can look that up right now. Huh. 16 inches in diameter. Those don't seem that big. Those are very small. Oh man. Those are small. So you would think that if you want a smaller circumference, you would make small tires. Big rim, small tire. But no. They do small rim, big tire. Because the circumference doesn't matter. It's insane. It's crazy. And on top of that, not only does the circumference not matter for the moment of inertia, which is when the tire can start moving, and when it starts slowing down, how quickly it can slow down. So it's essentially how easily you can move this around. He's also wrong about the example he's giving, because you can't even use this as an example. Your car wouldn't be able to move as the example he's giving. But let's go back to the video. That's fine.
Well, you started on the nootropic thing. You said you didn't want to talk about it, but then you started talking about it. So let's talk about the nootropic thing.
No, I want to go back to the circumference of the wheel and how that would work on a vehicle.
So then he uses his tone of voice to try and force me to change what we were saying. No, listen to how genuine I'm being. Please, come on, just listen to my tone of voice. Can't you hear what I'm saying? I'm being so earnest with you. Don't you hear how genuine I'm being? Using his tone of voice, trying to manipulate. It's like, okay, that's fine. I will gladly give you this. That's fine. See me conceding, I keep conceding. I'm like, you want to keep changing the topic? That's fine. But remembering every single time when we change a topic where the flag was, and picking a flag at each topic. Stick on the flag. Because if you let them change the flag or move it, they just got you. They've gaslit you. Stick to what's objectively true, not to what they're telling you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so say you had the same rim, same width tire, with a drastically increased aspect profile.
Same rim, same compound tire, because that's what he probably meant by same tire, except that it has a different aspect ratio. Shorten, make the total diameter smaller. In other words, decrease the radius. Therefore, car go faster. That's his mindset. This is not science. This is guesswork. Used to be the way people spoke about things. This used to be how people used to talk. This is how the Greeks did things. You had a body, and someone in a book would say, men have more organs than women, or something like that. And people would just be like, well, why? And then he would argue, well, they use more bile than women, so therefore they must use more women. Some stupid argument like that. And they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then people would just accept it. And if you tried to argue against them, what would they say? They would bullshit you and force you into oh no, I'm being reasonable here. Come on, listen to what we're actually saying. No, I don't want to talk about the bile thing. Let's talk instead about, and then yada yada yada. This is how it's always been. Since people have learned how to play games with words and arguments.
So your series, instead of being perhaps 50, 60, whatever, right? Whatever you are, except
Yeah, you just made your car slower.
So, again, aspect profile doesn't make a difference. However, you just changed the height of your car, and in doing so, you've also changed the angle that the tire is going to hit the ground, the camber and angle, because the tire is no longer as tall as it normally would be. Normally, because the tires are more flat, which once the tire is inflated, oh my gosh, it's just so dumb. This is why the tire isn't flat. It's because it gets better contact with the road. If you're on a drag strip, that's when you want the flat tire. But when you're taking corners and stuff, you want the tire that's more rounded. It's going to grip the road better. It's not going to be a better performance if you have a better suspension, though. If you have a really good suspension that can take it, then yeah, you want the flat tire. But no, on a regular standard car, on just any typical car, including the cars that are not made to have that, the ones with the really good suspension, you swap out the tire, you're going to need to adjust the suspension. Usually the really expensive ones automatically adjust their own suspension and stuff with the those settings and whatnot. Oh man, cars are so crazy. I always like that. The blue one. What's it called? They only sold it in blue. Gunther? Grumman? No, not Grumman. It had like 1400 horsepower. They had two models, and it was made by a tech geek. It was on Gran Turismo. Anyways.
So please.
You just made your car slower, man. The car isn't made to be driving with those tires. Your whole thing was that low aspect was made. Your whole thing was that low profile tires make it faster. That's what you said.
No. I said in certain situations, a lower profile tire could make a car.
In what situation?
For instance, if you had a 600 series profile on a fucking RX-7 on like a 200 or two whatever with, I actually don't know what RX-7 tires run. I haven't been a mechanic for a long time. Like, but in theory, in a physical thought experiment, think about it, right? You took a car like, say, a Honda Civic or something silly like that, some anemic or whatever, something with this battery, and then you put a massively big circumference tire on it, if it would fit under the guards. It's a thought experiment. It's not practical. That's why I keep saying
Right.
it's practical.
So if you did something that wouldn't work, it wouldn't work. I understand.
No, but then you made the profile smaller. It would work.
Right. If you put tires that don't work on a car, they.
It literally says, if you, it wouldn't work on the big ones, but if you put the small ones, it would work. It's like, yeah. This is again, rather than talking about the argument, he's trying to shift it. It would work. What I should have said was, what would work? I should have been more specific, because now this is the gimmick. It would work. The tires would work, yes. But his scenario still wouldn't work. It still wouldn't make the car faster, as I've already shown with the Walter Lewis thing. It's just the moment of inertia is just not there. You ain't got the electrodynamic movements. Hey Johnny. Just so you know, I'm doing a stream right now talking of a video. So I don't know if you wanna join in and see the conversation I had.
What's the video about?
So this is guy that I was talking to, and we had, I think, 3 different arguments at the same time going. One of them was whether or not changing the aspect ratio on a tire would affect the performance.
Oh.
The other one was whether or not whether or not researchers were affirming that nicotine was a neurotropic, like it helped your cognition. And it's just, from my point of view, I'm talking to this guy, and it feels, and I just see him like doing a lot of the high school and middle school shit, and I'm just like, why are you doing this? But I am playing Warships if you want to join that too.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm on.
Wait, you can have your conversation on stream.
All right. I don't think I have you added.
Oh, I'm very offline. Hold up.
Oh, that's what it is. Here, I'll just make a group and you can just join me. Oh, there you are.
See, I don't know how to use the back door.
Mm.
You should know, but like, it just... Is it still underneath the application? You just tap on the join season?
You go on the view profile. So I don't know if you're on a PS5 or PS4. I don't know how the PS5 works. Yeah, okay, so you click on view profile, and then under overview, it'll say now playing, and then you can click on the view details one and join them. But it only works if they're already in a group. It doesn't work if they're not in a division already. So if you want, you can pick the ship. I don't really care which ship I play.
Okay. Tier 5.
Tier 5? Alright. Andrea Doria.
The card no longer works. I understand that.
Alright, so he's saying here that the he says that the if you imagine in your head a car with massive tires, huge circumference on them, that car will go slower than a car with a tiny circumference on the tires.
Well, yeah. And some certain. Well, that's when mass and like built in where the amount of weight is on the tires. That's when that comes in if it goes slower or faster. But such as a monster truck, I mean, of course that thing's gonna go a little bit slower, average.
So the discussion that we were originally having, he and I, was about like going from a normal size rim and a normal size tire from a car to a low profile tire. And I explained that it's mostly aesthetics, that the compounds that your tire is made out of, that's what matters more. And nope, he did not want to have any of that. So ever since then, he's been having a bit of a hissy fit about it. There's a video I also posted here. It's a physics professor called Walter Lewis. He has several rods, and they all weigh the same. Well, some of them weigh the same. So others weigh different. Um, some of them are the same material and it's hollow. Another one isn't hollow. Yada yada yada. Ah, my controller died. He also does what's it called? He also does it with a really long rod, so a wider rod, and he also does it with a oh, there he is. And then he does it with a rod with a different circumference. So he does a rod that has a big circumference and a rod that has a small circumference. And he demonstrates that the moment of inertia, that is to say the moment that both of them start moving, is the exact same. It's identical. That there is no difference. The point of contact, it's the same. So as long as the point of contact is the same, there's no difference.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
So even in the example he was giving, it's not true. It doesn't work. So he's already wrong in the example he's trying to give. And I die. Fubuki and I decided to kill ourselves, which is fine by me because I gotta do my video anyways. Oh my god. So the reason I'm doing this video, man, not that you asked.
No, I'm all ears, man.
The reason I'm doing this, he's saying that, so he's doing this thing called echoing, where you say back to the person whatever it is that you're doing to them, they're doing to you, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Wait, whoa. So like, is it like recordings,
No, no, no,
or
no,
is it
no.
just
It's like a psychological, like it's. Let's say, for example, you tell someone that they are angry. So they respond to you, "I'm not angry. You're fucking angry."
uh,
Like they're echoing back whatever you say to them. They're just saying it back to you. It's like not me, you. It's kind of like a tu quoque.
yep,
It's like
I
you can call
understand.
it whatever you want. I just I don't know what you would want to call it. Like, do you have a name for that? And someone.
It's foreshadowing an argument. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a good description of it. Like the person knows what's happening, so they're accusing you of it. That's another one
Yeah.
where they'll say you're angry. They'll accuse you of being angry before, like you can say to them. I would call that one psychological projection. So, anyways, let's see my video where I left off at.
Right. You're being impractical about something that I was being practical about. You're being ridiculous then. Intentionally ridiculous. So it's not a thought experiment. You're intentionally trolling. You're saying the opposite on purpose. Sounds a lot like trolling because I give you a certain scenario where I said, hey, changing your car tires to low profile won't make it faster. That's what I said. And you said, no, 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 there's a certain situation where in what situation? Well, if your tires didn't actually work on the car at first, and then you switched to low profile, then yes, it would work. And it's like,
Oh yeah, I remember now what I was saying. The reason why I'm doing the review is because he's telling me that I'm being disingenuous and gaslighting and whatnot, because that's what I was telling him he was doing. So he's echoing it back to me. And one of the problems is I genuinely cannot tell if this guy is crazy, stupid, or intentionally malicious. I just cannot tell.
congratulations, you've given a scenario that is like preposterous. It's nonsensical. You've provided something.
I'm the
To
last
work for
person.
it. No, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
No, no, that's incorrect. You can't have
the only one who killed anything was me.
switching over from high profile to low profile doesn't work. Did you ever put traffic systems? I'm assuming you did. It doesn't work. Why are you bringing it up? That doesn't work. But how is that beneficial? If I give you the example, hey, that's right.
That's a common ploy too. Um, Whenever arguing with someone like this, um, they'll pretend that their microphone is something is damaged there. They'll pretend like, oh, I had to go get the door. I had a phone call. It, they'll pretend those things and use them as excuses to change the subject. So again, something that I like to say is planting a flag. So when someone is being like this, gaslighty and stuff, just remember what your the original topic, and make sure you gray rock. Do you know what gray rock is?
It's I'm gonna say no.
Okay. So let's say someone is, every time you talk to them, they always give you the same bullshit. Like, you tell them, oh, hey, I did great in school. And then they say, you could have done better. And then you say, I did poorly in school. And then they say, of course you did poorly. You always do poorly. It's like no matter what you say, they'll find a way to belittle it or to shit on it. That makes sense. So for someone like that, you want to use the gray rock method, where if they ask you, how did you do in school, you tell them, yeah, I went to school. And they say, yeah, but how did you do? I did my classwork. Yeah. If they ask you for an opinion on something, you don't have an opinion. You're a gray rock. They tell you, hey,
You're an average guy that went through school but truly didn't try or something like that, to my understanding.
I'll give you a different example. Different instead of school. Let's say you got a girlfriend, and the girlfriend says, how does this look on me? If you say, that looks great on you, and she responds, no it doesn't, I look fat right now, wah, and then goes running off. On the other one, she says, how does it look on me? And you say, that looks bad on you, you should change. She says, why would you say that to me, wah? She goes running off. So the third option is gray rock. How does this look on me? Yeah, you have a dress on. You don't give an opinion on whether something looks good or not. You don't have opinions.
Oh, okay.
You don't have opinions. All you have are facts. She is wearing a dress. Yes. How does this look on me? It fits. Okay, but how does it look on me? It's covering you up.
Oh, what's... Oh my god, dude. I was just thinking of something. It's like you're having a quick conversation. Like, you join in a party, and like how I am right now with you. But it's a different guy. He was like, oh, dude, I just came back from a guy from argument, and well, I'm not mocking you, but I'm just like using an example. Like, I just came back from argument. Oh, this guy was a douchebag. Like, I can't believe that he would do this. Like, you know what I mean? That's that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or like at least similar. Like, I can't say I agree with that. I don't know what exactly happened.
Yeah, exactly. You got no opinion. You don't know. You're just like, oh, okay. Well, I guess that happened to you, man. If you say so. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you say so.
Exactly.
That phrase right there, if you say so, that's a perfect gray rock example. Just ambivalence. That's another word for it. Being completely ambivalent. You don't care either way. If it's called gray rocking, and if you can master that, there's these people called malignant narcissists. Oof, it pisses them off so much. When you gray rock, it pisses them off so much. Because usually malignant narcissists. This is just trolling. I'm just giving a word for the psychology behind it. A lot of people who are all they want to do is troll. You don't have to deal with it. There's a phrase in, I think it's Seneca's writings, where he explains that you want your sword to always be sharp, and you sharpen your sword on the whetstone. What you use your sword on, that's what's going to damage your sword. So be careful what you use your sword on. If you use your sword on someone like this, someone who's trying to troll you, your sword is going to get worn down. Now that took me a while to learn that lesson then.
Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set.
Oh, the videos you sent me. I kind of I enjoyed listening to the poem. I enjoyed it. So pure.
Which one?
The first one you sent me. Oh my god, what is it called?
Oh, what was it about?
Oh my god.
I know I sent you a few things.
like how to act in like man or whatever, or it was just talking about like if someone does this.
Oh, yeah, that's the Enchiridion.
Yep. I enjoyed that one.
Oh, good to hear, good to hear. That one's, those two are very, very good books. That one and the other one too, the Marcus one. But the Marcus one, ho ho ho. That one is what I'm dealing with right now. Trying to deal with irrational, rude people, you know. It's hard. It never gets easy. And if you let them get to you, they fuck you over.
That's actually one of the reasons why I used to be a COD fan. I used to play COD a lot. Obviously, COD went downhill, but not only with the game, but with the people.
Yep. Sadistic and just mean in general. No other word for it, just mean. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm not floating. Oh. I live? I still live? No, there's a destroyer behind me. He spotted me. Crap, I died.
Oh, Angie's going after our carrier. That's no bueno.
Damn, that Visby capped and went straight down to our carrier, yeah. Oh, come on, carrier, turn. Signal the carrier. Beep, beep. Whoop, whoop. Red alert. Whoop, whoop.
He is moving, right?
Oh, he's
Fast
moving
enough?
towards the torps. I think he shut off his engines now. Oh, if he had turned when a little sooner, he wouldn't have gotten hit at all. But he dodged most of them. I think he's gonna get hit with 2. Oh, nope, just 1.
Oh my god. Can't kill it.
It's a Furious.
Gives me a few more secs.
If he's got secondaries, like he doesn't have a secondary build on the Furious. What? Half of that ship is secondaries.
That's why I like going my A personal.
Furious. What are you doing, man?
I missed.
No, this Furious deserves to die. He needs to go back to port and fix his ship. This is no. Good job, Visby. That's ugly. Oh my gosh, the Visby was at, what was that? 3 kilometers and the secondary still wouldn't activate.
I don't know.
Careful to your right. You might want to start getting out of there. The Friedrich just went down. I think Bubba's about to take out the Ryuju. Ryuju? Ryuju? Ryujo? Eurojo?
Ryugio.
I don't know, it's got weird stuff above the letters.
And it's Japan for you.
Dink? Just the one. Look at that, Ryujo. 4 kilometer secondaries going at it.
I don't want to turn in left.
I have a video where my friends and I, we rammed the carrier and destroyers. And
Is it necessary, or you're just doing it?
just for the hell of it, we were gonna win. So the 3 of us rammed the carrier. And the carrier
Did you all get a
survived.
hit?
Yeah, all three of us hit it, and the carrier survived. It was so funny. Fire your guns, man. You missed! No!
Can't tell if you're laughing and coughing or.
I'm laughing. He was a kilometer away, fired his cannons, and all of the shots went above the ship. It's so funny. Oh, I hope he did that on purpose. That's the type of shit I would do. Like, fuck, I'm about to die. These shots aren't gonna kill you. I'm gonna miss right over your bow. Pew! You're still on this Visby!
Yeah.
Murder him!
Come on.
Come on, you got
on.
you got it this time. Come on. Dodge his torps. There it is. Now you just gotta handle the other T-61. I think he's gonna be popping on the same side. So if you keep your...
I actually love this heal based I got. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
They don't do that much damage, but if they do cause a flood. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, it's gonna hit your rear. Oh.
What?
T-City 1. You got the heavy duty torps.
Actually, no. There's this commander called Blue Floyd or something.
Oh, Blue Furiosa.
There you go. Do you obviously know what the commander does, or?
Yeah, her little mosquito shit.
Reloads down like to 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think he hit you with the actual torp, not the Furiosa torps.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Yeah, he made the extra torps.
Evil random. Alright. Ah, Monaghan. Monaghan's never... I wish so much that American ships were better at, like... What's the word I'm looking for? Hey, Bubba.
What's up, Johnny?
What's up?
Hey, man, just so you
Just
know,
say hello.
I'm streaming right now.
You're streaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember if I'm sharing my voice on your stream.
I don't share my voice. I don't want people to hear my voice.
Alright. You know what? I'll end my stream.